Let me start. And let me start sharing. So this is a repetitive session of yesterday's session, basically, which was basically on how to create a Google custom search engines and what are the benefits of Google custom search engines over the X-ray searches. Uh, so we have pretty much covered in yesterday's session that, okay, wherein in Google searches, Google X-ray searches, we have a limitation of up to 32 keywords. But when we use that particular in a Google custom search engine, then we can go a little beyond that particular 32 keywords. And it's again, not just going with the keywords. So there are various features which we can implement in the Google custom search engine. That's where we see a larger advantage of Google custom search engine comparable to X-ray searches. Even like there were a number of people yesterday, and in case if you have any of the doubts, so there might be some of a new people for them. So it's like, let's say in case if you have any of the doubts, we do not have any Q&A discussion at the end of the session. It's like at the while we go, let's say we are going on some of the topics, and in case if you have any doubts, immediately pause, unmute yourself, or feel free to ping in a chat window and ask a question. I would say probably just unmute yourself, pause me, and ask a question. And you can ask 100 times same question, not a problem. But end of the day, the understanding is what we would look for. First thing. Second thing, as we're running on a free Zoom version, so it gets disconnected every 40 minutes. So we'll have to re-log in using the same login details. Login details would remain same. So let's say in case if it gets disconnected, don't think that I got disconnected or anything. In case if my internet is disconnected, I would join back, but the link would remain same for the whole day. All right. And are there any other things that I just wanted to call out? No, I don't think anything else. Now, coming back to the topic on how to create these custom search engines, what are the benefits of Google custom search engines over X-ray searches or any of the direct searches in Google? That is something which we are going to explore today. So let's see. So first of all, let's again start from the beginning. As I mentioned, today's session would be a repetitive session of yesterday. Whatever we covered yesterday, again, we'll have a brief recap of it. Today, we'll again start from the beginning about creating that particular new custom CSC. And then we'll go about the little advanced level, and then we'll be good to go with a Google custom CSC. So let me just start. How do you build a Google custom search engine? What is the first step to build that particular Google custom search engine, or what is that Google custom search engine? Anyone here who wanted to help us understand what is Google custom search engine, at least people who has attended yesterday? You can please unmute yourself and let us know about your understanding. No one? That's fine, no worries. Let's begin in that case. So let's say, how do we create Google custom search engine? Just go for Google CSC. Just type Google CSC. First, log in into your own account, Chrome account. First, log in into your Chrome account. Then just type Google CSC. Then you'll have sign into Google CSC. And once you're logged in, by default, it will take you to this particular page. So this is a new look. Yesterday, we were running on return to the legacy control panel. So this was the legacy control panel. And let's see if I just go to new one. So this comes a new look over here. So these are the previous custom CSS which I have created. But today we'll create again a fresh custom CSC. Let's say now this is one. Add return to legacy control panel. Let's why it's not taking. Back to all engines. Not sure why it's not going back, but that's fine. Let's go on a newer version. Okay, so let's say first we need to give a, okay, it returned. Okay, so sites to search. So we just say maybe in a interest of getting most number of profiles, LinkedIn being one of our largest social media, we'll just try to see how to search or how to create a custom search engine for a LinkedIn first. And maybe after some time, we'll also try to go over a GitHub or some other sites. But let's start with LinkedIn. The reason because we have a largest number of profiles on our LinkedIn, and there's a lot of what people mention in their profile comparable to any other social profiles. LinkedIn is the one where people mention a lot about their jobs, skills, titles, and everything. So that's what, let's take an example of this. So which sites to search? Just say www.linkedin.com. We can add multiple sites, but ideally I would say keep one CSC for one particular site. That's where you get more refined results. The reason because whichever the Google searches we give, maybe X-ray the normal search also in a Google will allow us to maximum view 300 to 400 or max to max 500 results. But wherein in the custom CSC, it will allow us to view only 100 results. Let's say if we search for Zoom. So though here it's giving some millions and billions of results, but practically it will not let us view all those millions and billions of results. So my search settings are like 100 results per page. And that's where we'll be able to view maximum up to fifth page. Once I go to fifth page, okay. So it's only 217 it's showing us just for one particular keyword, Zoom. So let's say repeat search with vomited results. So again, it's showing some millions of results, but practically, if you see again, maximum up to 10 pages. So it's like 50, I believe. Its search settings are up to 50 pages. So yeah, it's 50 results per page, and that's where it's allowing us to go for up to how many? 10 pages. So Google will just allow us to view, if it is 10 pages, maximum 500 number of results. Wherein in custom CSC, we'll be able to view maximum of 100 results, but powered ones, more refined ones.
Shiv, why are we not using HTTPS?
Not required, just the site is enough. HTTPS, that is basically a secure gateways for any of the browser. So we are not giving that particular site. Google Chrome itself is one browser, and we are using programmable search, so that will be taken by Google itself. We don't really have to worry about it. Just www.linkedin.com is enough. So name of search engine, search profiles, LinkedIn. So sites to search, and then we just give name of search engine, search profiles of LinkedIn. I'm not a robot, just confirm and then create. Okay, so has it got created? Anyone with yes, no?
Yes, Shiv.
Yeah.
Search engine got created.
No, we have just named search.
We just
No.
named the search engine. It hasn't got created yet. We just
Just
named
the name.
just the name. Yes. Okay, let's say now after creating a new search engine, we clicked on new search engine. Let's say again, coming back, we clicked on new search engine. In case if you don't have anything, it will appear blank. Otherwise, new search engine, www.linkedin.com, LinkedIn, search profiles, LinkedIn profile file, LinkedIn profile finder, create. Okay, so we just named it. We have not created it yet. View it on the web or modify your search engine, control panel, add it to your search site and all. We have an options. Just ignore those. And then from here, over here, you have second option called edit search engine. Once you click here, then here you'll get the list of search engines which you might have created in past. If not, it will be blank. And the one which you just named right now, a LinkedIn profile finder or search profiles on LinkedIn, those will appear. So even if I go to LinkedIn profile finder or search profiles on LinkedIn, then even it would be blank. So though public URL for it got created and we mentioned sites to search, that's a linkedin.com. From the previous where we have given which site to search, from there it has come sites to search. Similarly, going for LinkedIn profile finder. So here it's a search engine name, LinkedIn profile finder. This is a public URL of CSC and which site to search. Let's say we just go now, click on it. Just see Java Bangalore. So initially we'll get some of the ads. That's a Google feature. So don't get panic with it. We don't really have to do anything with that because it's a Google feature. So whatever we search for, let's say learning online app. We just search for learning online app. We initially got some of the ads. So those are the Google search features. Sorry, Google features for the advertisement thing and all. So that's completely fine. So don't get panic with it. Why I'm getting these ads. The reason because you're getting these ads because you search for Java Bangalore and we get some of the institutes or some of the companies who are giving these trainings or anything. They have posted their jobs or their trainings. And those are the paid version of it. So that's the reason you see this AD and all. So just ignore that. And once you come down, then whatever is matching our keyword Java and Bangalore from LinkedIn, we have all those results. So we have a results from Pulse, LinkedIn.com Pulse, LinkedIn jobs or individual profile, one individual profile. These are the jobs. This is something Pulse. That is nothing but the post. Again, we have second profile. Again, we got ads. Then we got some jobs, post, individual profile, post. So let's open a couple of individual profiles. So Altimetric job, Bale Prakash, individual profile, Anantraj, individual profile, Prakash, individual profile, Preeti, individual profile. Let's go to a couple of more. Then yeah, now we have a mix of individual profiles, also jobs, also some of the posts. But what we are looking at actually, in fact, for our programmable or custom search engine is we are looking out for a individual profiles. We are not looking for jobs. So we can also create a custom CSC in case if we are looking for a jobs. We can also create a custom CSC in case if you're looking out for some of the posts. Let's say if you're working in the consultancy and if you're looking out for a clients, create a custom search engine just for a post where someone, if some company post that, okay, fine, I'm looking out for a vendor or IT consultancies, and then you search for it and then you'll get that results. So anything, it's just that we need to understand the URL pattern of how does that particular jobs look like, URL pattern of how does that post look like, URL pattern of individual profile look like. So what we'll do is today, we'll try to create 2 to 3 CSCs, one for individual profiles, one for a jobs, and one for such kind of a post or maybe a GitHub we'll create. So let's say first we'll go for individual profiles. So this is an individual profile. This is an individual profile. This is another individual profile. This is one more. And this is some post. So it is linkedin.com/post. So kind of a post where people might have mentioned, okay, I'm looking out for vendors. I'm looking out for recruiting partners. I'm looking out for agencies. I'm looking out for what we say freelancers. So let's keep this aside for now. And let's open a couple of jobs also. So this is jobs. This is jobs. Maybe in case if you're searching for a recruiter jobs and all, just other than just creating a search alert on a LinkedIn while searching for a job, we might create search engines as well. Or maybe from the ATSs, we can try to see various ATS and all, which is not posted on LinkedIn, but posted on company ATS if you want to capture those also. One of my mentor, Raj, has done a pretty wonderful job in creating such kind of a programmable search engine. I would definitely share in this session, but let's go ahead and create now for a individual profiles first. So yeah, now here, if you see, this is for a linkedin.com/jobs. This is for linkedin.com/jobs/ senior principal engineer, blah, blah. This is for linkedin.com/post. Coming back to individual profiles, how does the URL look like? Just try to see this linkedin.com/in/Kaushik Kottagal. So he basically has modified their URL. But otherwise, if you see, this is a default pattern of URL for the individual profile, linkedin.com/in/first name hyphen last name hyphen some alphanumeric number. Again, if you go, this is again a default pattern of LinkedIn. When we create our LinkedIn profile, first we get the default pattern, linkedin.com/in/first name hyphen last name hyphen alphanumeric number. Again, we go here, linkedin.com/in/hyphen first name hyphen middle name hyphen last name hyphen some alphanumeric number. But otherwise, let's say if I want to change this particular URL, I'll just go to my own profile. When I sign up on LinkedIn, I would have got that a default pattern of URL. But if I want to edit here, LinkedIn will give us an option of edit public profile URL. Once we click on edit, once I go to edit over here, so whatever apart linkedin.com/in/, that part is non-editable. What is the editable part is only this part, which is something / which is after /in, and that is where we just take only this part. Come back to this thing and say, okay, edit. All right. So maybe instead of www. I will just remove, we can keep www. Also. If you want to keep like this, we can just go ahead and keep like this. Now it's taking the particular pattern www.linkedin.com/in. Include all pages whose address contains this URL. You can try with both the options or include just the specific pages or a URL pattern I have entered. Both the options are valid. You can use any of that option. First, see which option is working. In case if this option is not working, then you can always go for a second option. So let's say save. Now it's saved. Again, we'll go over here. Let's close all this. Now, as we mentioned, we get first ads. Then after that, now we started getting all those individual profiles. So first ads, that's a Google feature, just avoid it. Then later on, we started getting all those. One ad on a third page. And after that, we have all individual profiles. Now from fourth page, it's just all individual profiles. So up to fifth page, it has gone. In the first option, only 44 results we are able to see. Coming back again click on it. Now, instead of first option, we'll select second option. Again, save. Go back. So here we did not get any results. Same thing we have searched earlier, but now we do not have any results. Let's modify a bit now. So as we covered in our previous sessions, wherein asterisk is just the fill in the blanks. So instead of www dot, there might be some old profiles where the URL pattern of those profiles was, if you remember a couple of years back, it was for India, it was in.linkedin.com/pub/dir. It was like that. So maybe because of that, we just remove all those things, just use asterisk dot linkedin.com/in. After this, let's say this much. Now again, we go back. So first we get add, again nothing. Again come back. Include all pages whose address contains this URL. Save it. Again click over here. And we get some results. Okay, last time we got up to 5th page, right? Directly let's jump to 5th page. So 4th, and then 5th, and then 6th. So yesterday someone was asking, why is that we are mentioning 3 times? Hope now you got the answer. The reason we were mentioning yesterday 3 times in a 3 different pattern, though it was the same pattern, but why did we mention thrice? So additionally, let's go ahead and add same thing. Star dot linkedin.com/in/star. Another one more thing. Just to make sure that we are not missing on anything. Only iron. So we have all the 3 patterns now. Only star linkedin.com/in here /in /in and then /in/. Let's see the priority for this one. We selected second one, include just the specific page with this URL. Include all pages whose address contains this URL. Here we give include all pages which contains this URL. Here we give include all pages. You can just do this also, no worries, up to you. Just see which works better, which doesn't work. Little bit of trial and error. All right, so again, let's click. So yeah, we have individual profiles. So yeah, earlier I was telling some URL pattern might have like this. For India, this is in.linkedin.com. But after clicking on it, that converts to the latest URL pattern, which is www.linkedin.com/in. But these are the previous URL pattern which Google still remembers. If we open this, for Sweden, it was D, I believe. For Singapore, it was SG. For Netherlands, it was NL. So it was like that. So almost of the URL patterns are of in.linkedin.com. That's where when we use www.linkedin.com/in, that's a recent pattern, but old pattern was something different, and Google was not trying to take it. It was trying to give us a very limited results because LinkedIn has shifted all the URL pattern globally at once from the country specific to, they made it from the country specific to the global specific. First, it was like for every country, like for India, it was IN. For Singapore, it was sg.linkedin. For Netherlands, it was nl.linkedin. But later on, maybe in the year 2016, 17, 18, I don't remember, but later on, it tried to consolidate all the URL pattern, all the global URL pattern. Now, even from Singapore or Malaysia or Netherlands, whichever the country, we would see the single URL pattern, which would be like this, linkedin.com/in. This in is not for India. This is now for a global. Let's say we search for Java. And we go with the location. Germany. So we might get disconnected in next 10 minutes. So please relog in using the same login details. Show results. Let me just, okay, first view these ones. These were over here. It was showing in.linkedin, but after opening up profiles, it got to the www.linkedin.com/in. LinkedIn.com/in. LinkedIn.com/in. Let me close these ones. Now let's open a couple of results from Berlin, Germany, and understand their URL pattern in case if that IN is a country specific. Some 2 profiles from the 8th page, and maybe instead of 8th page, we'll directly jump to 80th page. So yeah, we are here on 80th page. All right, so you see here, it's linkedin.com/in/, he would have customized. LinkedIn.com/in/, again, this is customized. Again, /in/, customized, /in/, customized, /in/, customized, /in/ first name hyphen last name hyphen some alphanumeric number default, /in /in/ first name hyphen last name hyphen this alphanumeric number. So yeah, now a global URL pattern of LinkedIn profiles remains is changed to www.linkedin.com/in/ that alphanumeric number. This part is kind of editable as I shown you on my own profile. Let's say if I just go to my own profile, and when it says edit public profile, this is where, so this part remains standard. That's where we had taken only this part, but wherein this part can be changed. So even this www, even if you see from the previous old profiles, for India, it was IN, for Sweden, it was, let's say, Java, Sweden. So for Sweden, it was SC, one Indian, SC. So this person might be in Sweden, but when they created their LinkedIn profile, they created maybe from India, and that's where it got created as an IN. Maybe their past location while they're creating a LinkedIn profile some years back, they gave a current location, current country as India. That's where this IN got in. And these people, maybe they have given Sweden, Germany and all, that's where this SC came in. But wherein now, if we open the profiles, these 2 profiles as well, that become linkedin.com/in. Here also it become linkedin.com/in. So that's where it's a global URL pattern. Again, it might change tomorrow. LinkedIn might do some changes, but what basic understanding we need that for whichever a site, when we're creating this particular custom search engine, we're trying to understand the URL pattern of that particular current day. So in past, if we would have created some of the search engines which are country specific, then we would have used that ones. Let's see. LinkedIn targeted LinkedIn Germany. Did I use that one? Okay, so in past it was d.linkedin, but today if I use this LinkedIn for Germany, it might not work because the targeted is for d.com, star.d.linkedin.com. That was a past URL pattern, but today if we try to see, will I get it? We might get it, but the old profiles, not the new ones. So we did get it, d.linkedin.com, d.linkedin.com, but this might be again from the past data, what Google remembers, but not from the recent ones. Recently in last 1-2 years, people might have created their profiles after the LinkedIn has changed the URL pattern to the global URL pattern, those profiles we might miss. So it's always better. Let's say if you're creating some of the CSCs for such kind of a countries, give a old pattern and give a new pattern so that we get it from both the places. Let's say if I add here, not just D, but also the current pattern. Just to make sure you're not missing on anything.
Shiv, can you zoom in a bit if you don't mind?
What?
Can you zoom in a bit? I can't see properly.
Now?
Thank you. Yeah.
And then I can add, let's say this also. What all things we have added? /ion, /star, and then maybe both. Just this, keep this as well. So in some options, we are selecting a second option. In some options, we are selecting a first option. Here we are selected second. Here we are selected second. Here we are selected first, so that we are not missing on any stuff. So here we are selected first. Maybe again, I can give the same thing, and I would say I would select the second part also. So same, copy, save it, add it. Now I would say select second option as well. So that we are making sure that we are not missing on anything. In case if it is the URL pattern is wrong and if it is not understandable by Google, then this would come as a red cross. So all these URL patterns are understandable by Google, and that's where it's giving us a tick mark. All right, so coming to recent one, this is the one which we were creating. So I'm not creating anything specific to India. So I would exclude that in .linkedin. In case if we want, we can add that. But otherwise, for now, I would remain like this. Okay, I'll just take a pause. Any doubts still here? How to create a new search engine and where to go for an edit option and how to understand the URL pattern for the individual profiles of LinkedIn or whichever the sites, maybe GitHub or whichever the sites which we will explore, or maybe a jobs or maybe a post, how to understand the URL pattern and understanding which is a constant term in the URLs. Just give me a second. Okay, which is a constant term for the individual profiles, like in this www.linkedin.com/, and every profile has that particular constant pattern for the /n. So any doubts? I'll just take a pause. Any doubt till here? We might get disconnected in next 1 minute. Please relog in using the same login details. Let me come back. So if I'm creating a new CSC, what I would do, I would go for Google custom CSC. I'll just search for this. Click on it. You'll see the list of CSCs which you have created in past, but otherwise you can always click on new search engine, name which site you wanted to search for. So LinkedIn test, I'm not robot, create. Once we create, we'll get this page. That's where we just go edit search engine. So LinkedIn test, it's already selected. Look and feel, I would not go because default look and feel itself is a good one. Then search feature. Sorry, not search feature, setup. Okay, and this is where we named, and then here we have an option of editing